Hey guys, welcome to this video. So really quickly, I'm just going to be going over Top Step setup. So I have my setup, my setup is right here updated, but that's for my normal trading on Webull. Right now I want to be focusing on Top Step and futures trading, and there's a certain setup for that. I use, Top TOPSTEPX. Honestly, I'm not still too sure about really this. So I have a 2 and a 1 here, right, for Top TOPSTEPX. Also, there's a way to get multiple sessions at a time because it does this when you have, it doesn't usually let you have more than just one of these tabs windows opens at a time, which is really annoying. But there's a way. It like can glitch, or there's a way you could get it. It's just, sometimes it messes up. Like right now, like we can see there. It's oh no, see it's like. But then sometimes other times I can get it to work. It's just I don't know. It can be annoying. Like right now, it's just it's not playing nice. There's a way to get it to work though, but whatever. Either way, there's only two ways I do this. Okay. So either gonna have for this this is my primary tab, by the way, as well. So I'll have here I have NQ or ES or whatever on the 1 minute, and then here I have it on the 2 minute, right? And then that could be one primary tab. This might change, interchange as time goes by. I don't know, but right now this is just an idea. 2 minute on the right side, 1 minute on the left side. So it's right here. They go 2 to 1. So I can see the 2 minute here obviously, and then the 1 minute here obviously. Or I'll just be thinking that I could just have them the one right here. I think, or no, it was right. It's here, the chart indicator. I could just go back to the main one, and then from here I could just be on one. Honestly, just whatever call it. Just keep on one, see bill breakers, or two, I'll just kind of flip from these time zones actually, the 1 and the 2, the 2, 9, reject down, whatever, to see, bill breaker, whatever. The 2 minute, always crucial for sure, always crucial. Maple that I even use CBC, right? But here's another part for CBC. So this is my primary ticker, but then now we're gonna go over, what I could do is I could just pull this up, and I noticed, here's something important in this video. NQ is the Qs. NQ is basically QQQ. It's more mirrored. NQ is, a lot of times I want to say NQ is like SPY. NQ, let's just look at the SPY chart 10 minute, right? Because, NQ and SPY are the same thing, same index, no. Actually, more precisely, I've noticed, is actually the Qs are more mirrored to NASDAQ. The Qs are actually a better mirror of NASDAQ than SPY. SPY actually can be different. SPY is actually ES. SPY is ES. And then the Qs are NQ. Kind of makes sense, right? So yeah, that's just know that the Qs are NQ. So I could have this 10 and 2 here, but to get filled and stuff, it's not as seamless. So what I'm gonna be doing honestly is again primary monitor here, and then my other monitor where I get filled, right? My secondary monitor. Oh, sorry, my secondary monitor. So this is my primary monitor where I look at the charts, and then my secondary monitor is where I get filled on my options charts, right? That you guys would always see, and I'm going to be having it here. Normally, right, you see options charts in my Discord, right? Normally you see this on my primary monitor, right? Normally, this is how normally it works. But now I'm gonna have another, Webull tab thingy like this, open like this. Now this is where the new tab comes in, right? So the Qs, I'll have two charts here for the 10 and 2 on the Qs, the 10 and the 2. And again, they're more mirrored here. And so again, I'll just be following. This is NQ's 10 minute. 10 minute CBC trading views gay. TOPSTEPX for so whatever reason does not have 10 minute CBC for NQ. I don't know why, but they don't. So I have to just go on Webull on my primary monitor. And so now here's the setup, right? So on my monitor where I get filled, basically I'm gonna look at the Qs, the 10 and the 2. Here 10 and the 2, right? Just seeing it, CBC, flip bullish, flip short, 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 flip bullish again, then flip back short, then bullish, then short, then short, whatever, right? 10 minute CBC, then the 2 here, and then from there, we be on the Dell here, and then a primary monitor would just be on the 1 minute, and then this is where I get filled seamlessly, right click limit buy 1 2 3, over the top limit sell, 1 2 3 to short, buy sell add 1 minus 1 2, real simple. I can put a stop right here is a risk. You can just put risk to make easy. You can also put right here, right click a stop, sell it, whatever.
Order
so nice,
rejected.
real easy, real seamless. So that's my new futures trading setup. Again, maybe this will look different or be different, but at the moment, the main thing is just this right here, my main priority monitor, just a normal TOPSTEPX chart, just one, whatever. My leader and stuff, just all like this, big fonts, like this, the OG layout. the default one. Actually, I have a bunch of different ones. Wait. The OG layout, OG. Wait, I want to. Yeah, OG layout here. I want to like name it. I don't know. A bunch of other weird stuff just came up. You saw, but whatever. This is the layout OG. I mean, it works good enough. Whatever, right? Anyways, so again, this primary main monitor. Actually, yeah, no, this is my. I want to like save it. Is like save this new layout. Real newest OG 125 or real newest OG. I'll call it real newest OG. Layout real newest OG, yeah. Whatever. Real newest OG, you guys see. Okay, right here. Okay, again. This is my monitor, primary monitor, look at the charts, right, where I get filled, right? You know, 1, 2, right here, by still get filled. Also every day going in here and re-inputting these, because apparently it's not every day. You have to do it manually before day, but I'll figure it out. I'll do it. It's fine. This is nice right here, right? Use the risking. The lockout things are way better than Weeble. It's like OPAL lockout risk settings on here. You can't unlock it no matter. It's a hard lock, just like OPAL. You can't. It has like disable protection on. It's amazing, just like OPAL is great. But anyways, yeah, main charts here, very nice. And then again, where I normally would get filled is actually going to be my charts to see NASDAQ's 10-minute CBC here and NASDAQ's 2-minute CBC here as well. Again, this says Qs, but really it's NASDAQ. This Q is NQ. NQ is Q. ES is SPY. SPY is ES. Q is NQ. QQQ is NQ. NQ is QQQ. NQ is the Qs, right? This is right here. You see that, right? You guys see? This is the NASDAQ. QQQ, right? 10-minute. This is NASDAQ's 10-minute CBC. QQQ is 2-minute CBC. I mean, here, I'll show you bar for bar. It's nice, okay? Right here, we can go to 1024. Yeah, 1024. Really good, right? Okay. Just visualize in your mind here, right? Notice, I mean, the 10-minute, all right, and it's 10-minute lines, right? Here, we're at 1026. We'll go to 1026 right here, right? See this 10-minute CBC chunks right here? Right over here? Right, this chunk of 10-minute CBC. And just notice this, basically. See this 220 reject right here? 220 reject on the 2-minute here. Very nicely, right? You guys see that. Pretty nice. A little bit through right there in this candle at 32, right? Notice that, okay? Remember that. Just print this in your mind visually right now. Don't forget this image, right? And then we go to here, and we see, what's that, right? That same chunk. This is the 2-minute, right? This is the 2-minute, that 20. Again, you know, rather kind of pierces through it a little bit on that 20, but then, you know, gets rejected down. It's a mirror, an absolute mirror of the NQs. You notice that, right? Right here, this chunk, downtrend right here, that chunk, right? You notice this little 9 rejection here at 52, 9, and then, you know, sells off. You go here at 52, right? That 9 right there at 50. Well, again, they're 2 minutes also ahead for some reason. The candlesticks, like this is, the NQ will say 52, this is 54. I don't know why, but it's still, look at that 9 right there. That's still beautifully, perfectly rejected and then sold off, right? Just like this. Look at this chunk. And then look at this chunk right here, 54. Chunk right here sold off. And then NQ, right? This chunk right here. What else? What did it do? So sold off, right? And very nice on that 9-2, and you know, it's a mirror, right? It's a mirror. And you know, I could just keep it on 1 just to track bill breakers and other stuff, right? And just whatnot. I mean, I don't need to track bill breakers at all, really. I can just keep it on the 2. It's fine. The 2 is perfectly fine to keep it on this 2, right? I'm only trading off the 2, anyways. But anyways, again, the Qs are the 10 and 2, right? Right here, the Dell, it's 10 and 2, right? I don't necessarily have options, right? It's kind of flipped. Where I get filled is over here, and then where I look at my chart is actually kind of right here, really. And I could flip vice versa, honestly. I really could. That's also maybe up in the air, even that I will do right now. Again, I could go here. Here, let me just clone this. I mean, there's no reason that I don't have to not to. I mean, honestly, it's kind of better, really. I mean, look at this is a better mirror, right? I mean, it's more clear for me to see 10 CBCs right here. Right, I mean, look at this. This is nice, beautiful, right? And then what I could have now, so here's my main monitor, right? My primary monitor. Normally, this is where I have all these. Remember, right? Like we already know all these my primary monitor, right? And now at the end, I have my last tab here. I have this, the Q's 10 and 2, and just a chart, right? Because that's all I need. Because over here, then I could have over here where I normally get filled, then to be top step here, and I could just get it filled here, like I kind of normally do, which you know I can do, sure. It's not that much bigger of a deal. You know, it's still really nice and good here and stuff. So yeah, you know, might buy a new monitor. You know, maybe coming soon. Anyways, so anyways, yeah. So then maybe actually I could have my setup as this. And Q 1 minute here, and I get filled, you know, bits, all this stuff that I, you know, all the good stuff here. And then my primary monitor, I have my 10 and 2 to, you know, coincide with. Basically, really just my 10. I really want to focus on the 10 and 2, of course, always. And then, you know, if I wanted to look at the 1 minute, you know, well, NASDAQ's 1 minute is right in front of me here to go along with. And yeah, and then, you know, I can just flip to the 2s and whatnot, and yeah, so yeah, that's probably it for this top step future setup. It's not really much, honestly. It's literally just this. It's just this 2-windowed, you know, Q's and Q tab right here. Again, Q's are in Q, right, for a 10-minute CBC in the 2, and then you know just getting filled and stuff and whatnot, and just trading along, being focused on NASDAQ. Or I could just switch this all to ES and then just go, you know, again, I could switch it just to ES. And then here I go, you know, here, and then I can easily just, like, damn, just type it in. Like, it could just be like, okay, spot, okay, you know, like, boom, there, now I'm trading ES, and then this is the mirror, you know what I mean? And then, like, here I have, you know, the 1, and the, you know, vice versa. Remember, ES is SPY, SPY is NQ, so, yeah, definitely not hard, but you can go back to NQ, here, and then here, obviously, Q, but you know, probably is better to just trade ES anyways. Like Q is kind of really psycho, but yeah. Anyways, I think that'll wrap it up for this video. My top step futures trading setup as of today, 1:25:25, and I'll see you guys in the next one.